Hello and welcome. And as promised, I've made another educational video for you guys. And today's topic is medium class. So what is a medium tank? It is a light and heavy tank hybrid, baby if you wish, and inherits all the best properties of their parents. Mobility and good concealment properties of LTs, armor and firepower of heavies. Of course, it's not as quick as a light tank and it's not as protected as heavy, but the damage per minute is another thing. So two of these qualities gives us an apex predator of world of tanks. It's often being compared to a wolf. What one wolf can't manage, the wolf pack will. So if one medium tank is a force to be reckoned with, platoon of cooperating players is unstoppable. And personally for me, it's the most fun class to play. But not everything is so simple. You take your eyes off the battlefield for a second, lose your concentration for a bit, or you're just a rookie yet, it can be game over quick enough. It's one of the most difficult class to master, so I have prepared 10 tips today to help you on your way. You should know your tank capabilities inside out. This because medium tanks in this game differ a lot from nation to nation, from one technical tree to another. Every one of them got its own unique qualities, and knowing them all is a must. It will determine your route planning, decision making and tactical maneuvers you're gonna undertake. For example, the Batchat 25 should let their lights to take the attention of the foe, and time is entry perfect, so every shell in his magazine counts. For instance, E50M has a lot of weight and armor, allowing him to do formidable damage by ramming his opponents. Or Russian T-62A feel himself very comfortable side by side with high profile enemy tanks because the enemy can't get his gun low enough to penetrate it. And the list is endless. Medium tanks have great mobility and speed, so you have every inch of a turf at your disposal. You're not restricted by picking direction of travel, and you can change it at any given time. That's why it's so important to know all map features and using them well to gain advantage depending on the situation. You should know so-called timings for each map as well, to have an idea how long it takes for an enemy to go from base to a certain spot, or how long it will take to get from the last seen location to your base, and so on. Keep your eyes open, analyze the flow of the battle at all times, and when you notice your teammates getting overwhelmed on another line of attack, make your priority to get there in time and assist them in any way possible to gain the control back. It doesn't mean you should charge the enemy head on, just by getting enemy attention nicely from behind the cover onto you can allow your teammates to regroup or even fall back. Signal for help for the rest of the team to come and aid you if needed, and even if you go to the flank but it's too late and there is no one there to save, refer to the tip 5. Try to play alongside other tanks. Best if you can join a platoon, you can pick the same direction of travel and cooperate, but if for any reason you can't, just having 2 or 3 tanks alongside of you and trying to assist them and aid them as much as you can will increase your impact on the battlefield. Having good speed often plays a bad joke on us from time to time. You know, you come to the spot and realize no one followed you or already died early in the battle. Don't pick a fight. Instead, try to retreat, regroup and take another position where you're not gonna be an easy target. Never jump head on heavy tanks or tank destroyers. If you don't have a tactical advantage, please use flanks. Go help your other teammates. Use your brain. There are some maps with important zones for medium tanks to capture. Doing so before the red team will give your team an advantage over your enemy. Examine enemy setup before the battle, and if it's similar or slower, don't be shy to take these spots. Yes, it is risky, your teammates might not support you, but when you see you've got outnumbered, just use your speed to change the direction. Overall, medium tanks have good guns at their disposal, but in some cases, normally when you're on the bottom of the list, when you're lower at firepower than most of the teammates, use your great viewing range and concealment to spot for your team. Once you get a similar credit for spotting same as shooting, it's only logical to use your teammates to do the damage for you. And don't forget to let your team know where and when you're going to spot so they can get in the right position and aim well. Light tanks is a class which in a dogfight with you will always lose. It's kind of your everyday lunch, and when you've got a chance, don't be shy to munch on it. Skilled enemy LT on the right conditions can decide the fate of the battle, so especially with loads of artillery or tank destroyers at the red team, you should make it your priority over anything else. In cases LTs are not present on your team or they already dead, especially on open locations, with every opportunity to make a safe run to an enemy base and wipe out all the artillery, and sometimes even with self-sacrifice outcomes, when you can't change the flow of the fight anymore, just do it. Remember, even a low-level SPG have the ability to make any ally die or suffer. Maneuver is a key. If you don't get to move about too much through your battles, you're not outflanking the red team too often, you don't get to hear appreciation words from other players sometimes, you know you're not making all of it yet. Don't give up, do your best, and when you master it, you will be rewarded with outstanding gameplay and a smile of joy on your face. And before you rushed away to watch the guys of famous players debating which medium tank is the best, I'll suggest you with 4 medium tanks of my choice from the lot, which I think are the best shot for beginners. These tanks will allow you to choose from 3 different types of gameplay depending on your choice. You will get a similar game experience playing any of these 2 Russian tanks. My reasoning behind this pick is simple. They're more forgiving than others. I'm not gonna tell you anything about them because I still think before committing on leveling any tank, you should watch more detailed guide on each one of them to make a right choice.